Hi everyone and welcome back to the Crypto Course, only here for our amazing YouTube subscribers. Now, if you haven't subscribed yet though, make sure you do that. Make sure you click the subscribe button so you get these weekly updates of the courses here. So you will learn the strategies we're using. You will learn everything you need to get started with crypto. It's very, very important. All right, so in this video, what we're gonna do here is we're actually gonna discuss a very, very exciting but also important topic, and that is risk. Is the crypto market risky? Is it risky for you to invest in the crypto market? Or is it very safe? I mean, you probably have your own picture of this. So what I want to ask you is, do you think the crypto market is risky? Comment below and let us know. I'm very excited to know if you think it's risky. But let me tell you a story here, right? So imagine this. Imagine if a 4-year-old, right, driving a car, a 4-year-old driving a car, that doesn't sound very safe, does it? No, not really. So if you would give your 4-year-old the keys, like, here you go, darling, go drive. What do you think would happen? Well, obviously they don't have a strategy for driving. They don't have any education around driving. They might not even know what a car looks like. Well, probably, but it depends. And what would happen is they would crash. It would be bad. They would have an accident. Okay, but then let's take it a step further then. So how about you? How about someone that is 30 years old, that has been driving for 8 years, taking the license, have a strategy, know the rules? Are they more or less likely to crash? The answer is very likely that they're less likely to crash, isn't it? Because look, they know that when you're driving in UK, I come from Sweden, right? I need to learn this. So when I'm driving in UK, I need to drive on the left side of the road. I need to stop when there's a red sign, which you need to do in Sweden as well, don't you worry. But all these things, right? I need to know these things, otherwise I would crash. But now I have never been, knock on wood, right, in an accident, I don't expect to be in one either. But that's why I'm following the rules. Does that make sense? I hope it resonates with you, because it's the exact same thing. Now, if you invest in the crypto market with no rules, it's gambling. However, if you do have rules, if you do have a strategy, you learn how to do it, which is why you're here. You are here and you're learning this now. So to be honest, you are getting financial education. So it will not be gambling for you because you will have a strategy. But for most people out there, it is gambling. So trading in the crypto market and investing is not gambling. It's only gambling if you don't know what you're doing. Exactly like driving a car. So I hope that makes sense. Now, let's head over to the flip chart here. So I want to show you a few things. Every single strategy needs to have 3 things, right? And I'm going to get to those in a moment, but I'm going to show you there's one thing that is very risky in the crypto market, in any market, and that is this. That is you, all right? If you don't have the financial education, if you don't have any of what we just discussed, you are risky. It's not the car that is risky. A car is just a piece of metal and, tires. And that is not risky in itself. But if you're driving it, that could be risky if you don't know what you're doing. So every strategy needs to have 3 things. So before you enter, you need to have predetermined rules. Write that down. You need to know where to enter. That's number 1, right? You need to know where to enter. That's obviously a key, right? If you don't know where to enter, you're never going to get in. But number 2, you need to know where to exit. And you need to know, number 3, where to exit. That's quite interesting, Dennis. What do you mean by that? Well, you need to know where to exit with a loss. And you need to know where to exit with a profit. You need to know both of those things. You need to know where to enter, and you need to know where to exit with a loss and exit with a profit. These are the 3 things I want to just uncover for you. There's a few more things when choosing a strategy or creating a strategy or using a strategy, but we will get into those. But for now, number 1, how are you going to enter? Number 2, how are you going to exit with a loss? Number 3, how are you going to exit with a profit? Very, very important. Now, let me tell you this. Or let me just show you an example as well while it's fresh. So let us imagine the following, right? Let us imagine, and we're going to go into risk management at a later point, but let us imagine this. Let's imagine a chart looks like this. Woohoo! And this is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is at 20,000. This was back in 2017, right? Woo! We remember that times. Everybody sold their houses and got into Bitcoin. Very amazing. But what most people did, they invested at the highest point Bitcoin has ever been. And that's a ridiculous strategy. That's not even a strategy. It's like if you ask them, it's like, well, all right, Peter, so why did you invest in Bitcoin at 20,000? Like, well, you know, I don't know. I felt like it. Everybody's talking about it. I just put my money in. But did you have a strategy? No, we didn't have a strategy. What do you mean strategy? Yeah, I invested. It felt good. Well, that's not really a strategy. It's like, well, I ate a bad pizza. I decided to sell. What do you mean a bad pizza? What strategy do you use? Most people use the buy, hope, and pray strategy. Buy, hope it goes up. And if it doesn't, well, tough luck. And they sell with a loss instead because they're acting on emotions. And we can't blame them. I did the same starting out because I didn't know better, but you will know better now. So make sure you write that down. That 1, 2, 3, those 3 things, how to enter and exit with a loss and a profit, you need those. If you don't have those, do not enter. You need to have those. So imagine this. The price is 20,000. We're going to teach you strategies where you know, all right, so when it falls down to a certain level, well, that's the first time you get in, not at 20,000. And when it's down there, you're like, all right, now I have entered. That's number 1. Number 2, okay, you get out with a loss. You have a stop loss in place, right? And then number 3, you then sell maybe with a 15% profit. Why? Because that's in your rules. Most people rode this all the way up and then all the way down again. And you don't want that to happen. So once again, right, remember, it's not the only one that's risky is you. And stock market, the crypto market is super duper volatile compared to the stock market. So crypto market can be very risky, and a lot of people have lost a lot of money in the crypto market. I'm serious about this. So do not go in unless you have a strategy. I can't stress this enough. So look, the last thing I want to tell you here is make sure you learn how to do this properly. And you guys are here. You guys are doing it properly. So I want to thank you so much for watching this episode, right? I hope you really enjoyed it, and I hope you understand risk a little bit better now. We're going to cover it and go into it in a deeper fashion as well. But for now, make sure you comment below. Let's see if you remember this. Write the 3 rules down you need for every strategy before you enter anything. And more so, make sure you press the subscribe button as well so you can get this content on a weekly basis. And later on, we'll get into the strategies as well, which is going to be amazing. And hit that like button. We would like to hear from you. And if there is any video you would like us to record, comment below what topic you would like us to cover. And we will do that as well. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to see you in the next.